So, hi everybody, it's Jamie from Heavenly Dreams Dairy Goats. I've got my selfie stick on here, so Courtney had given me, which is my daughter, and I'm going to try to arrange this so you guys can see what we're doing. So, my plans are today is to make some cookie dough, goat milk ice cream, so I want to share that with you guys on how that's made. And this is all going to be made from everything that I can possibly eat. So if everybody knows, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and goat's milk really helps out with keeping the inflammation down and is a good factor for anybody who has gut problems, who can't maintain cow products, and goat milk is beneficial for that because it breaks down the enzymes inside your body and product a lot faster than cow's milk actually does. So it takes only 20 minutes to digest goat's milk, and it takes up to 2 hours to digest cow's milk. So you can imagine what the difference is like just being able to digest faster. So this recipe calls, and I'm just going to list all this, and I'm hoping that this video won't be like super long, but I'm thinking it probably will. So the recipe calls for 6 eggs, 2 1/4 cup of sugar, 6 cups of heavy cream, 3 cups of milk, 1 cup of mint chocolate chip, and then 1 cup of cookie dough. Now the mint chocolate chip I took out, and I'm just going to add 2 cups of chocolate chip cookie dough. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is probably shut the video down, get everything, combine it together, and then mix it. And this is probably going to be a 2-day video, because then I'll show when we actually have it made and eat it, or it might be just take longer through the day. But I'll try to keep the video under 20 minutes. But at the same time, I don't know how this is going to work, trying to explain all this. So what I'll do is I'll get everything that I need. I'll set it up over here, and I'm going to try to maybe set my phone over there somewhere so you guys will have a better view of what I'm putting into the pot and whatnot. And of course, when you're making anything, you want to make sure that all your utensils and pots are very sanitized. And what I do is I use 1 part bleach to 2 parts water. So I always put 1 cup of bleach into my gallon of water, and that's how I sanitize everything. And I've never had any problems with that. And then when it comes down to my testing for milk every month, I don't have any bacteria or anything that shows up in my milk, and my semiotic cell counts are very low, as my doughs are very maintained and healthy. So that makes a difference. So with that being said, let's get going on this other. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and added the 3 cups of goat milk, the 6 cups of heavy cream. This is in this container here because it contains so much. So what I'm going to do now is have this container here, and I'm going to put the 6 eggs in this one, and then we need to whisk them for about 1 to 2 minutes until they're fluffy. So that's what we're going to do. Let me get a bowl. A dirty one I can put these eggshells in. So we'll just get all these in there. I couldn't set the phone up correctly so you guys could see, so I'm just winging it. One day I will have an actual camera with a tripod. That is my goal. So, I need to get the whisk, and then it just says whisk until fluffy, so that's what we're going to do. I don't know, you guys can't really see that very well, but you can see what I'm doing. Now it said 1 to 2 minutes to do this or until fluffy. that looks light and fluffy to me. So we'll set that to the side. Now we have to get sugar, and it calls for 2.5. And you're supposed to put this inside that, or 2 1/4, sorry. So that'll make 1. So I had to get some more sugar. I'll just continue putting it in there. So that's 1.5. Here's 2. And then 1/4. And what I want to do, I'll probably use this, try to get all that sugar I got kind of damp in there, out of there. So now what you have to do is whisk the egg and sugar together until lightly fluffy too. So that's what we'll do here. And you just to whisk until it's completely blended. Which it should be a little thick once it's completely blended. The egg is blended completely in with the sugars, which it's getting thicker. Pretty good. I don't see any loose egg anywhere or anything like that. It's pretty incorporated. Okay, now it says you add this slowly to this mixture as you're mixing. So we will do this. Just scrape this all out to make sure we got what we can get in there. Which is pretty much everything we can get out of it. I'm just checking to make sure. This is just whisk until blended together, so we'll just keep going because I can feel sugar sitting down on the bottom of the container here. like a lot too. This might actually, I don't know if it's going to make 2 or, it said it was just for 1, but it seems like there's a lot here. Okay, it doesn't call for vanilla, but I'm going to add some vanilla to it because I love the taste of vanilla. So we're going to add, and this is just a organic, all natural, organic I should say, vanilla extract for baking, so it's made specifically for eating. Ouch. It's ripped my nail up. And I'm just going to eyeball it, which is probably going to be about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half. And I'll just set this off to the side in case I need to add more. But I can tell by the coloring, and then the smell, of course. It smells delicious. It didn't really change the color though. I think I'll add just a little bit more to it, and then we'll add the cookie dough. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now I've got a little mixture of some cookie dough bites, and what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little at a time to it, because what will happen is this most likely will sit at the bottom of the container, because the last time I did goat milk, that's what happened. Ice cream, we did mint chocolate chip, and most of the chocolate chips sat down at the bottom of the container. And of course, when you're doing this for just your family, you don't have to wear gloves. But if I were making ice cream for a customer, I'd be wearing gloves because that's just more sanitary to do that. But when you're just making for your family and you know that you're clean, you don't have to worry about trying to wear gloves and stuff like that. But always, always, always make sure that your equipment is properly sanitized. That is very important. So with this really kind of melted up. It's like super hot out. I don't know what it's like in everybody else's neck of the woods, but today we're supposed to be in the 90s with the heat index over 100. It's kind of been this way almost every day this week. Just been blistering. And I know everybody else is having droughts or hang on, I gotta wash my hands. Droughts, fires, flooding. It seems to be hitting everywhere. And I feel for everybody who's in danger's way. So what I'll do is I'll stir this up again just to make sure that they're not just stuck to the bottom of this, even though they'll get poured into the container. And then you're supposed to chill your container which I have it in our freezer here. And then you're supposed to add this 3/4 of the way. So we'll dump that into here. Oh, now I spilled some. Wonderful. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so I filled the container, this whole thing, up to about 1/2 inch from the top is what it says. So I've got ice all the way around it, just like it says to. And then you're supposed to put ice salt in it too, which you mix it together. And then you keep adding it while you're doing this. So what I'll do is I will plug it in now so it can start doing its thing, and we will take video from here on out. Okay, Courtney. What do you think of the ice cream?
So good. Makes me drool in my mouth. I can just like eat it all day. It has a cookie dough bites in it, and it's just
Don't eat it all, Courtney.
No.
Literally. Like the last time you ate all the ice cream.
like I wish you guys can eat it and taste it. Like, here we go. Open wide. Tastes pretty good.